So hello everyone, we are back with another Office Management 101 stream, and just need to finish up some organizing here. So anyway, a lot has happened since last stream, and I guess that's how the world works now. When in the past a week seemed like a long time, a week seemed like a short time, but now within a week a lot can happen. A lot has happened. I think last week we had like 10 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Estonia, and now we have more than 200 within a week. So that exploded, and that resulted with us closing the borders, closing schools, closing pretty much all events, cinemas, museums, whatever else. There are no movement restrictions in the country yet, beyond the islands being closed off, but we can still go outside at least. Yeah, so that's been happening here and in many other places in the world as well. But on the other hand, for me personally, it doesn't really change that much. I work from home anyway. We stocked up on food. What else? Some other stuff. We didn't stock up on toilet paper. So eventually we're gonna have to either manage without it or try and find some in the store. I don't know. But anyway, that wasn't the priority for me, at least. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of freelance work now, so that means less time working on Office Management 101. But since I figured it would be nice to have some stable income for now, just in case, and to be able to pay at least the minimum wage every month, so I can have medical insurance here, also just in case. But anyway, right now I'm healthy. I live with my brother. He's also healthy so far. So, and we're staying inside. Haven't gone out since Friday, and we don't really need to for a while, so it's fine on that front. So enough about the introductions, I guess. Just move some windows around here, just so there's nothing unnecessary. Yeah, this was the image I quickly threw together for. I need to move the camera right. Like, I threw together for the Twitter post. And why I'm eating paperwork here is because I'm planning to make a paperwork shredder, which is something that people have been asking for a long time now, for Office Management 101. The thing is, the paperwork is kind of like a mini game in the game, or like a puzzle element in the game. So it adds up, and there's really no good way of getting rid of it, which was on purpose. But some people hate it, so I figured I'll make the paperwork shredder as a mod that players can install on top of their game if they want to. And if they don't like the current paperwork mechanics, they can use the mod shredder to get rid of it then. So I'm a strong believer in letting the players choose the way they play a game. But also, I wanted to show this one. Some of you might have seen it already, since Raimo, my brother, posted this on our Discord as well. But he was doing some, I guess for practice, he was doing some character art. And some of you have been saying that I'm a good pixel artist, but I got nothing on him. He's the real talent in our family, and I thought this was great. And he made these in quite a short time as well, like in an hour or two. So that was nice. What else can I check though? Let me quickly check if there's anything in the chat elsewhere. There's I'm worried about one thing for today's stream, because Restream that I'm using for multicasting seems to be having some kind of an issue with YouTube right now. So I'm not sure what that actually means. There's an error message here saying currently there is an issue with the YouTube API. Our team has reached out to YouTube and informed them of the issue. Please use manual connection option to stream to YouTube at this time if you have issues with automatic connection. A manual connection can be selected when you start connecting to YouTube. We appreciate your patience and understanding while we work to fix this error. So anyway, I don't really understand what this manual connection means, but from what I'm seeing right now, the stream should be visible on YouTube. But I don't know if maybe the chat doesn't work then, or I don't seem to be. Oh, I can. I'm gonna post something. I'm gonna see if it shows up on my aggregate chat. Seems like it does, so I don't know. I don't know what this means then. But hopefully it'll work. And if it doesn't, I guess you can give me a shout out somewhere on Discord or Twitter or somewhere. So anyway, guess we have a bot in the chat spamming. Let me see, I need to ban that, I think. Report, let's see, spam. I think this is a bot account. posted, spam, and block. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time this has happened, so maybe I need to have a moderator in the chat at some point, so I don't have to deal with it myself. But hopefully it won't be an issue. So, paperwork shredding is the topic of the day. No. I think I should take like a basis of some kind for it. Just thinking, what could that be? Garbage. Maybe a trash can would be a good shape to start with. And then I edit it, and then let's see where it goes. Meanwhile, let me close some of these images. This as well. We don't need this. This neither. Not this. Not this. I'll keep this around. Actually, I haven't even saved it. I should do that. But not in this folder. Just give me a moment for that. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Is everyone healthy and safe and fine? Overheating is what I named this. So I can close this now. So this one is white, but I want to make a darker one, maybe using these colors. And I'm not sure what spreadsheet I should put it on. Oh yeah, since I'm making it as a mod, I should actually make a new spreadsheet. And also I should start with creating the mod files in the first place. So, we made another mod on the stream before, and that was Christmas 101, which contained the snow person, snowman, snowwoman head. But let's call this paperwork shredder. And then data characters. This is unnecessary. It should be data furniture, and then I will save it here. So let's just call it shredder. copy paste this region below here. Except for the bottom part, I guess. Okay. Paste these over these. And that is mostly just for reference for the sprite sizes. And this part goes here. I'm gonna leave these for the colors. And then I will copy these garbage cans here. Oh hey, thanks Digital Revolution Party for hosting the stream. Thank you very much. And hello to all the new viewers then. If you do not know what I'm doing here, I am creating a paperwork shredder for the game Office Management 101 that I'm working on. And I'm starting with the pixel art for it. So yeah, so thanks again, Digital. Anyway, right now I'm just copying the garbage cans for reference. And putting them on the spreadsheet over here. I also have to ask, how are the sound levels? Because last time I think the music was so quiet that you couldn't hear it. Sometimes it's the other way around. It's hard to get the levels exact. So if anyone notices any problems with those, then be sure to let me know and I can adjust them. Sounds are fine, I think. Okay, that's good to hear then. So I'm thinking of removing these garbage cans though. So as for the shredder, one dilemma that I have is whether I should make the bottom part or this part of glass or see-through, or should I leave it like the way it is here? And then if it is made from glass in the bottom or see-through plastic or something like that, then should it fill up as you add paperwork in it? Because this version would definitely be easier to make. I just have to draw either 2 versions of the sprite, just 2 rotations of it, or 4, depending how exactly I'll make the details of it. So I'm not sure which would be better. I mean, I guess I can start with a simple one, and if I don't like it, then I'll make it out of class. Still need to move the camera a little. Yeah, okay, now I'm centered. Okay, so first of all, the top part. Digital asks, he just started following this game. Is it possible to buy it in early access yet? No. But let me get up the links. So I set up the so the Steam link is here for the wish list. Now, did I set up something for itch? I guess not. So there is a playable demo of it if you have not played it yet. And let me post it here at this address, and I guess I'll set up the bot at some point to link it with that command. So anyway, there's a demo there that you can play. It's free. It's just one level, and it's limited in features and how much you can play it. You can also join our Discord to apply for testing, and then you can, if you do get accepted into the testing, you get access to some more levels and some more features. So, oh yeah, I can quickly launch the editor for it as well. And for those who have not seen the game yet, I can show a little of it and explain some of the paperwork parts. How the mechanic works. While it loads, I can still work on this though. So I'm gonna remove the top part here and I guess make it square. Like this. Oh yeah, I also set it up so the bot reminds the viewers to wishlist it on Steam. but I had some trouble with it last time. It only posted it once during the stream. I wanted to post a little more, but maybe it's gonna do that too often now. So we'll see how it works out. I'm still new to Streamlabs. I used to use the plain OBS up until now, and since last week I started using Streamlabs. So anyway, let's launch the game then. Let's see if I have some save game that I can load. I'm kind of in the middle of several features right now that are somewhat broken, so some of the save games don't load on this version. This should load though. But what kind of an office was it? Oh yeah, this one is this is fine. So let's speed it up and get some people to work here. So as people work, they generate paperwork and it piles up like this, and let's let it pile up some more. See, people are placing it on the table here. So we can then combine them into these boxes. There should be a lamp here, I feel like. Let's see, a lamp. Oh, lamp. So we can see this corner a bit better. So I stored it into a box of paperwork, and then these boxes you can put into these drawers, and then these get filled, filing cabinets, and these get filled, and there's really no way to get rid of paperwork right now. So it all piles up, and it's kind of like a puzzle mechanic. But like I mentioned earlier in the stream, some people don't like that mechanic and they want to get rid of the paperwork, so that's where the paperwork shredder comes in. So I will draw that, and then I'll make a mod that people can install on top of the game and toggle it on and off to enable getting rid of the paperwork. So that's the plan for today. And depending on how long it takes, maybe I'll work on some other stuff too. Something that I thought about drawing was toilet paper. Let me quickly show the toilet in the game. Yeah, topical. That was the reason why. Also high APL. So anyway, in the bathroom right now you can place toilets and sinks and I guess garbage cans, but that's pretty much all the furniture that fits there. So I thought I could draw and add toilet paper roll that you can place on the walls here. And maybe a pile of toilet paper that you can place in a corner somewhere. But we'll see. Depends how long the paperwork stuff takes. So, one thing that I want to do is to make this machine a little bit bigger. So like this then. And higher as well, I guess. 1 pixel should be enough. And then this part. So what do they have? They have a slot on top. I guess a way to open it up. And then some buttons that do something. It's been a while since I've actually used the shredder, so I'm not sure how they might have worked. I guess there could be like an on-off button, but I think it was at least the one that I had in the office I used to work at was automatic in a way that when you put the paper in there it started shredding without having to press any buttons. And I assume most of them work like that. Yeah, anyway, I was gonna change the colors too, so maybe I should start with that. Also, I have a scratchy feeling in my throat right now. So, I don't think it's the virus, but I'm staying inside anyway, so it's, even if I do have it, it shouldn't be a danger to anyone except my brother, I guess. But anyway, I've had this cough for a while now, way before, since like way before the virus became a thing. So that's why so unless I'm like patient 0 or something, it should be fine. So this is supposed to be like the part where the logos and texts and whatnot are. But I guess I could add something like a light or a button in the corner here. Something green maybe. And just to add some noise here. Whoops, I think I put some of the stuff on the wrong layer. Kind of want to add some borders to it as well. This should probably add it here after all. I guess I had something like that already, but I removed it. Yeah, like here. This is a little too dark. Would like to make it animated as well, now that I think about it. Like have a piece of paper go in there, but that's not really possible with the current engine, unfortunately. Maybe I should try and do that in the future. So this would be the cover for it. I guess there needs to be some way to open it too. So I don't know, let's say this is a handle of some kind. I would definitely wouldn't like guess this was a shredder if I didn't know. But you know, pixel art has its limits and the resolution has its limits. And it's gonna have a name in the game, and then I guess you can figure with that. I can remove this layer now. Let's add these colors on the rotated version. Here, this goes here. I guess I could do the bottom border as well. This way. Yeah, I think I like that more. So that's that part done. Now this. And what color should I use for this? I guess this one. And now the top part. I messed up somewhere or something. Oh yeah. Hey Sour, here to lurk. On the couch with your mom, so sound off. Hope you're doing good. Shred that paper. I guess I can answer you in the chat then. Is this it now? It's still wrong somehow. Would have been easier to copy paste it. but whatever. I'm silly like that. Muted lurk. So that's that thing then done. Let's see what else. Let's copy these here. And then what I'm gonna do is make these the back sides of the shredder. So there's not gonna be a cover here. And not here either. Then remove this, move this part away from here. And then I'll copy this to here. And we will be almost done now. There we go. The front part kinda looks like an oven to me here. And the top part looks like a toaster. So maybe I'll make it taller a little bit. See if that helps anything. Yeah, maybe. So we don't need the bottom stuff anymore. So now we'll actually get into the game development part of it. So let's find this folder here in the editor. You need to refresh it. Sour has these Sour was recently affiliated to Twitch, and then she drew a bunch of lemon emojis for her channel. And this was one of those. It's the Pervy lemon, I think. So what's the date today? It happens to be 16th. How do you know? And 3rd. Game version, no idea about these. Affects save games, yes. Requires asset reload. No. There's also fields for logos and cover images and whatnot, but those don't work right now. What else do we have? This bat file or batch file creates a zip file that contains the mod. It's not necessary. It's not necessary, but it makes it easier to distribute this. So the game supports both zipped packages and both zipped packages and just unzipped packages as well. So presets, I'm not sure if there's a good way to add furniture though. So maybe I have to change the loader for the furniture as well. But I can remove a bunch of stuff from here. I guess the easiest way would be to start from 0. Just copy the paperwork stuff from here. Objects. I guess I could make a separate category for it. So like this. And then will be the name for the category. Right. Did I miss something here? No, it doesn't look like it. Shredder's name. And yes, Shredder's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, what's a good object to copy from? I think it might be the filing cabinet actually, because some of the functionality will overlap here. So the spreadsheet is Shredder. The textures are... I don't remember if it starts from 0 or 1. From 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Broken. Oh yeah, I didn't actually even think about it, but I guess it would break over time. So can break through walkable falls. This means people can't walk on it. The price. I have no idea what the shredder costs. Do Amazon. Shredder in office products. So it doesn't look like they're that expensive. So maybe like $50 or something. I don't know, let's say 55. Can buy, can move, can trash, can sell, prevents on wall objects, nope. Prevents on floor objects, nope. Prevents other furniture, it does. These mean limits for the furniture that is on the same tile. Can it be placed indoors? Can it be placed outdoors? No. So let's change the names here to Shredder. So what else do I need here? There's the sprite file. There also would have to be a shadow file, but I'll do that later. And furniture. So basically, when I launch the game now, the mod should show up here. Settings, mods. Let's scroll down, enable. But it won't work right now because it doesn't load the file, I think. This file. Actually, also to make it properly according to standard, these need to be here. My plan is with this mod to make it sort of a tutorial mod as well. So I'll try to make some sort of an article or a blog post or something. Actually, on the Wikipedia, I suppose. I'll make a post or a page there that explains how to make mods for the game, and this will be the example used throughout it. But for that to be a thing, actually, I need to release whatever changes I'm making to the game itself as well. So I don't know if I'll update the public demo of the game on Itch and GameChart, or will this stuff only be available for testers for now? So I'll have to think about that a little. I'm just checking some chats over here, but yeah. So paperwork is loaded here. Or not paperwork, or furniture. In a class called furniture loader. So I guess one thing I can do is to change this function so I can pass a file variable here somehow. Okay, it gets it from here. Let me check how I made the characters. Loader, because that does support mods properly. Characters. Was it here? Get file handle. Guess this would be the key for it. Furniture loader. So I mean, yeah, I could do it this way, that I put this file in preset furniture in this folder, and then it would load, but it would overwrite all the other stuff. So that's not what we want. We want it so it loads the base furniture in here, but it also then loads this file. So what goes on here? Oh yeah, the one I should check is this. This is where it happens. This is the part that I should be copying. So it takes from mods and expansions. So I could do it like this. And I can remove this stuff. problem is though that it overwrites this variable here. So what's a good way to approach this? So this goes here. This adds 1 by 1. So I guess load categories should take in this variable. So I don't have to make this static then, maybe. By the way, what JSON means, it's a file format for data files that look like this, in case you didn't know. So now that this gets here, this should be parsed properly. There's still some errors here, so let's check these out. JSON, and then what I can do is move this down here, then load again, then move this down here. Load from here. Now, I think this would work, but I'm not 100% sure. Nope. We had a crash somewhere. Wait, where? Load. I wonder if it's related to this. Or is it something else? Okay, yeah, it was. So you can't see it here right now because I removed that functionality. So where does it mess up then? Starting to get kinda hot in here. Because the door to my room is closed and the computer is heating the room. Okay, so we still have a crash. But I'm not sure why. So let's start tracing down the issue. Load from JSON. This is something else. So my map files should have a read function somewhere. So the problem is somewhere around here, maybe? Load textures. It could be here. So what I can do is put some log messages here. Just to see where it breaks. Or actually even better. Why it doesn't show me that properly is because I have this try catch here, which prevents the game from crashing. But let's say I want it to crash, just to see better what the error is. Still gets to the same point though. So there's another try catch statement somewhere. Here. Also have to remember to put these try catch statements back later on. Well, darn it. Okay, whatever. Let's use this method after all. Don't feel like going through all the code right now to figure out all these steps it goes through. And not this one here. So what is going on in the chat? Nothing I should worry about right now. Where was I? Get this far, and then I get this far too. This for 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is such a stupid way of doing it, but whatever. Ignore this. I get this far. So it only gets here and then it breaks here. Yeah, it's classic debugging that I do almost on every stream. And it makes no sense to anyone else. So the map file gets here and then it tries to create a furniture. Actually, what I should be checking next is this file. The problem is here somewhere. And here. So another stupid message, and then I guess here. So I show the furniture ID and category out in the debug here, so I know which furniture item might be breaking it. So I'm totally here, and then doesn't get further than that. So the problem is somewhere here then. Okay, let's start adding lines here again then. And from here, this one, circle. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It breaks here. $420. Thanks for following, and thanks for watching the stream as well. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. So it breaks here. So next step. Somewhere here. I guess I'm gonna have to start adding these stupid debug lines here, dude. Then. I don't know. I'm not gonna put them everywhere at the moment. Just leave a few lines between. see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So between, okay. This probably is the one that doesn't work, this function. And from that, probably here. Okay. One theory that I have right now is that at some point this array gets emptied when it shouldn't, and that's the problem. So let's see now. The thing was now, each time a new furniture file was loaded, it emptied all the furniture that was loaded before, and that caused the crash then, because the furniture that the map was trying to load didn't exist. And there we have it, the shredder. So, now I have to remove all this mess that I created. So let's remove it from here. Where else did I put it? Not here. Not here. Some here. But also, regarding this problem, I guess there should be a better way to act on the problem if the furniture that the map has defined doesn't exist. It shouldn't stop loading the map, but instead it should just not add that furniture that doesn't work. So there's something to learn from all this anyway. What else? Now, what else do I need to do here is... Where's the other furniture file? Is it this one? Yep. So I want to make it so when you place a piece of furniture or a piece of paperwork on top of this thing, it would use the combine method that I have in some other places. say here, combinable. Now the problem is I can't put it here in this file. So I guess the best case scenario would be to copy these. Although there might be some problems here. Anyway, let's try with this. Shredders. This would be objects. Depending how the loading process is this. It might crash again because it's possible that now it overwrites all the other paperwork that is in objects category, and then it wouldn't load again anymore. Yep, that's the case. I mean, I guess I can do it this way. Can add the combinable definition here. Small paperwork here. And then what it would do is convert the shredder to a shredder, so to say. So instead of combining it, just creates the same thing again. But I think this would work the other way around then. And again, let me show what I mean. I also need to turn on the debug. So that means I can create a piece of paper. Paperwork. And then I'll create a shredder. Now, I don't think I can place this here, but wait, let me turn off the debug so it doesn't mess with the stuff. So I can't place the paperwork here, but I can place the shredder. Or not. Placement normal. Okay, I think that might be I think I know what's going on here, but I'm not sure what to do about it right away. But let's debug it. Like always. We'll put placement here. Then furniture place here. The company isn't important. Right here. So it might be that the way I wanted to solve this doesn't actually work in the game yet. Kind of wanted to cheat with it a little, just to make it easier. The cheat being using the combining functionality just to make the paperwork disappear, so to say. But the combining method was meant for something else before. Like if you have multiple pieces of paperwork, the combining system takes two pieces of furniture items and makes them into one piece of furniture item. That is actually a third, but it's different from the previous ones. But what I wanted to do here is take two pieces of furniture items and combine them into one of the ones that already exist. But I guess an easy fix right now for this error is just to get out of this when furniture base is null, like it is here. Might be it's trying to save the history of the combining. Again, I can quickly show what that is. Debug on first though. So when you combine something, suit type, yeah, this is the suit guy that we drew the 2 weeks ago, I think. We haven't seen Mr. Whiskers today yet, though. Anyway, as I was saying, it's trying to save the history of combining items. So you can split the items that you combined. The problem is, though, that when I'd combine these two, there would be no way to split them apart again. Okay, it crashes here. So it's probably this one. That is the problem. The same would happen here. So the thing is, we don't really need that combining history in case of this paperwork shredder, though, because we don't want to split them apart anyway. So if we can somehow solve that issue. Oh, here's Mr. Whiskers. Wait, needs a suit though. There we go. Paperwork. Buy another. Let's put them everywhere. Then shredder. One thing I should do is save, actually, so I don't have to start all over again each time. So where do we crash now? Might be here then. I mean, I guess I should start from here. I can remove this part. So if for some reason the combining didn't work, then just, you know, return null, and we'll see where we go from there. Might still crash somewhere. It might be that the paperwork shredder disappears and the paperwork disappears, and that's about it then. I guess that might be a solution in a way. I don't know. Oh, it worked. Yeah, but the problem is that it doesn't work the other way around though. Because this one is stupid. So I am going to take a short break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick because I need to take a leak, and I'll be back in like, I don't know, 1-2 minutes. So I do have a screen somewhere for that. Yep, it works. It's okay, be right back. See you then. Okay, I'm back. Remember to wash your hands, says APL, and yes, I always wash my hands. I did that thoroughly even before the virus became a thing. And I do touch my face, like here right now. I usually do remember not to touch my face when I'm outside, but when I'm inside, then I forget about it sometimes. So, you know, risks there. Anyway, so the problem was then that the combining works one way but not the other way. And while I was in the bathroom, I took the moment to think how to do this. I think the best way would be so the mod can override some parts of the definitions, but you don't have to like copy all of this, but instead the objects, what you could do is override some variables, namely like this, or even it wouldn't even override here, but it would add. Shredder. This would be the best approach to it, I think. So, you know, whatever the base game has defined, you don't need to define it all again, but it would know that, okay, this already exists, I already have it loaded, I just add this thing to it. And how do I do that though? I need to add some checks in place for it. In where? Let's see. If categories contains so I guess I should start with the categories. Let's see, here. Name. Okay, so first of all, if the category name variable doesn't exist, so that's this thing. So if this field doesn't exist, as it doesn't exist here, then that means we should use whatever exists there already, So we can check if categories already contains a definition for this category. This. Then approach one way, else do whatever you need to be doing here. So now we can check if this mod definition has a name field, then it should be loaded. And that's that. Let me quickly check if I understand this correctly. Yeah, it seems to be. Seems to be so. Anyway. So if the mod wants to overwrite the name, so if I do want to change the category name to something else, say my new category name, then it can do that. But most of the time you won't want to do that, I guess. Besides, I'm not even sure that the category name is even shown in the game anywhere right now. Because it used to be that the furniture items in the game were sorted by categories, and you had to expand those categories to see under them, but it's not that way anymore. So, I mean, eventually I might remove this category thing from this file and just leave the furniture items names and IDs. So, you know, I'm not sure if the category would be useful for some things then. Could be useful for some search functionality maybe, but I'm not sure. So that's fine now. This should be moved outside of this if-else thingy. Should also add comments here. If the category already exists, then see if we want to override the name. And the same thing here. If the category exists, then most likely This is the category name in the furniture array. It should also exist here. So we don't need to overwrite it if it already exists. I guess this way. Wait, what's this now? Okay. Then load furniture. Add furniture. Just in case, checks for the category stuff again. And then somewhere here I should check if the furniture item itself exists. So I'm not gonna do all the variables checks right now, I think. I'm gonna just do the combinable stuff so I can get the mod working, but later on I'll have to make sure that it can that the mods can overwrite all the variables, not just this combinable part. But anyway, let me scroll back down. Furniture maze. This one should be up here actually. And then I can check if furniture array contains furniture name. That means that it exists already. Then I should load it. Actually, might make that check down here. So first of all, let's define it as an empty one. if it exists, then load it from this array. Get furniture name. And else create it anew. The combinable stuff though, where does that happen? Furniture placement. Combinable, okay, it's there. Would this work? Maybe. Something went wrong there. So I messed up somewhere. Trying to find the shredder file. Yeah, this one. Okay, so I have a bug somewhere again. So one of these new things that I added probably crashes, so is there an easy way to find out what line it happens on, though? Probably not. But maybe this one shows. Yes. Oh, okay. This doesn't have defaults defined. So I guess I need to add checks everywhere. So it doesn't doesn't. It assumes that all these things are defined. But it might not crash for all of them. So let's see. Facing index. I'm not sure what this one means. Ah, okay. This doesn't exist, that's why. So again, let's add the check then. If has textures. Miswrote it. This and then all the texture stuff. Is here. Well, at least this has a check already. Can add a check here. How does the game currently look? And hi, Felix Taken. The game. Once I fix this stuff, I can actually show. Should take like a few minutes. Just to iron out all these crashes. But actually, I might have done it already. Except for there's. Oh, okay. Lighting color. This needs to be here. And what else am I missing? This is kind of annoying. Yeah, I should figure this out in a few minutes, and then I can show what the game looks like. Also, actually, if you have not played it yourself yet, then there's a free demo available that you can download and play and enjoy as much as you want. It has less features than the version that I'm working on right now. And there's only one small map available, but it's playable. You can get a taste of what has in store, so to say. So, what actually is going on here? The way that I've made this function or this class definition is annoying anyway. It's, I shouldn't have done it this way, but it's also annoying to change it now. So let's undo some stuff and then see. Still. Okay, this is the problematic thing. So redo everything. Oops. Like this, and then I'll move this thing out of here. Then it should launch. And hopefully it won't crash anymore. Or it still might, who knows? Damn it. So what else am I missing? Okay, I miswrote this. That was what was going on. There we go. So now, let's load this save game that I had for Shredder. Can I place paperwork here? Yes, I can. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Now, in a perfect world, the shredder would also make a noise of some kind, like, but there isn't a way to define sounds for combining things yet. So I might work on that at some point, but we'll have to live with it for now. Also I want to do these things, the names and descriptions. The description here. So anyway, if you have not seen this game before, it's a tycoon game, sort of like the old ones used to be, Team Hospital, or the newer ones like I don't know, Prison Architect, Game Dev Tycoon, and such games. So you run an office. It's decoratable. In the current version that I'm working on, you can also resize the building. Not in the demo though. So that's upcoming in the full game. Eventually, what else can you do? You can hire people, get them to work. Stuff like you know, the usual tycoon game stuff. Manage people, make some money, stuff like that. So anyway, if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, go give it a follow on Steam. And now the name stuff. Let me see if I have translation files somewhere that actually work. Guess here. I think I did some kind of a way to add translation files to mods. I don't remember how exactly it worked. I guess we can just test and see. Like, my guess would be I'd create an internationalization folder here, then a new file. With the mod name. What's the extension of that file? Properties. So that's my guess how it should work, but we'll have to test. This one isn't as important, but these ones are the important ones. Now if it turns out that this doesn't work and it would look like that it would take too long, then I'll just not use the translation system for the mod for now. So this is the description for the shredder. Actually, I thought of a better one. Paper be gone. This for a moment, if there's anything else. No, nothing here. What about this? Also not important for this. So now I'll just check how the translations are loaded, and that happens in a file called T. Locals. Yes, this should work from the first glance. And what do you know, it did. Here we now have the translated name and translated description. So that means that the paperwork stuff for the paper shredder is almost done. There's one more thing that I should add. There are different types of paperwork. There's like piles and boxes and like different shaped paperwork. And just for convenience sake, I should add the option to shred them to all of those different types of paperwork. So let's start going through them then. So medium. Then big. What else? Small, messy. Medium, messy. And big, messy. And then different kinds of boxed paperwork. That should be it. So how many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's make 9 copies of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then just replace the IDs. Let's test some of these out. Now should I load the problem? So this one worked. But let's add all kinds. So this one, I'll pile them up on the map first, and then I'll move them in the shredder. This one I already had, I think. Messy paperwork here. Then this. And this one. That should be all of it, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So let's see if actually I should save first in case some of them don't work. So I don't have to do all the adding again. So move. Wait. So I have to turn the debug off so it doesn't mess with the combining. Okay, this was gone. Whoops. Gone. Works. 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 And works. And this one too. Awesome. Although, I think the rotations are wrong though, I just noticed. So, this should be facing that way. Or should it? No? Okay. It's correct after all. My bad. And another thing that I can do is add them in this list too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can place the shredder on top of paperwork and it still removes it. Just for convenience. Big messy. Then boxed 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. But I'm not gonna test that right now. So, how are you guys feeling about this? Should I continue? Because in the beginning I also said that if the stream goes on longer a bit, or if I make a longer stream, then I'll also add some toilet paper to the game, which doesn't exist yet. So if that's something you want to see, because toilet paper is, you know, just the hype thing right now, then I can add it, draw the sprites for it, and then place it around. Or if not, then I can wrap it up. So time to vote now. Anyway, Chen Secrets in the chat is saying just swung by to check it out. The game looks nice. Thank you. Thanks for joining as well. So as for the toilet paper stuff, I was showing earlier, currently the toilet can or has these furniture items. The toilet itself, the sink, and then you can add a trash can here as well, but that's about it. So a roll of toilet paper that you can stick on the wall somewhere could be a thing. When you buy toilet paper, it should say sold out, says Sadomatic. Also, hi, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, that would be the realistic scenario, I guess. Although, I'm not sure how sold out it is in my country at this moment. The toilet paper panic went on here as well, but when I went to the store on, when was it? On Thursday, I think, then there was plenty still. Also, my dad is a truck driver, and he delivers goods from Finland to Estonia here. And on Thursday, I think it was, when I spoke to my mom, he said that Dad was delivering toilet paper to Estonia at that time. So he's the hero we need right now. So anyway, I feel like I still have a little bit of energy left in me to continue with the stream. Although I should move a bit, because I'm getting kind of stiff sitting here. But other than that, I still have some energy left to continue working here. So let's quickly do the paperwork or the toilet paper stuff as well, and then I'll wrap it up. Since we still have some viewers on the stream. But let's see. Do I have... a file for bathroom furniture? I don't really. So that stuff is defined here. Okay. So I can use these slots for those sprites, I guess. Although, now that I think about it, I might want to add two versions of the toilet paper. One where the... Actually, I have one right here, a roll of toilet paper. Not to brag or anything, but, you know, bling bling. What I wanted to show, I can make two versions of it where the toilet paper is on top or in the back, because, you know, people have different preferences, and I feel like you should have that option in the game to switch it around. Now, the reason why I have this toilet paper roll here, though, is I sometimes use it to blow my nose, so it's convenient to have a roll nearby. But it might be wasteful in the current time. I don't know. So, since the toilet paper goes on the wall, I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should put it on this spreadsheet, which contains wall decorations. Then again, those are all flat and toilet paper is a little bit bigger. So maybe the toilet paper should prevent other furniture on that tile. So, you know, if you have a roll of toilet paper on a tile, on a wall, you can't place other stuff on that tile. So, I don't know. Maybe I should just create a new file for it. So whatever, I'll do that. Toilet paper is the file name, and I copied this paintings file over. So the sprites, that actually first should take this from here to here. It seems misaligned though. Like I've talked about in some previous streams, Paint.net doesn't have like guidelines or frames built in properly. There is some like pixel grid and stuff like that, but can't easily like make guidelines for the sprite sizes. So that's why I use these boxes. But something is off. I can't understand what. Because when I copy it, somehow it's misaligned here. And that might be because I messed up with this sprite sheet. That seems like the logical conclusion here. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is where it's off. But that's an easy fix. So there we go. So I'm just gonna use these paintings as a base for the location of the toilet paper roll on the wall. If that makes sense, but I will move them down a few pixels. Like let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. We'll eventually have to test it in the game, then we'll see. So Where do I want to put the... I want to make it simple, I think. So how wide should it even be? Bigger than this. And then this part would be in the middle of it. I think it still should be bigger. And actually, you should be able to see the middle part a little as well, I think. So I don't know, should that be brown maybe? Brownish. Darker though. And a little lighter on top. Possibly even a bit more. This edge I also want to make darker. Doesn't really look like anything right now. But maybe in the game it would look like something. So let's give it a try. Need to define it though. Let's find the painting. Small painting. So I can use that as a template for it. Then let's put it under guess this is a better spot. So let's call it toilet paper. Oh yeah, I didn't even draw the hanging part. So it's more like this at the moment, just close drawn. But maybe the resolution is too small for that anyway. How much does a roll of toilet paper even cost? It's like less than $1. Although these days it's priceless. Level 1, quality 1. It can't break, that's for machines. This is unnecessary. Placement wall can buy this on the web. I'm now not sure if it should prevent furniture, because maybe you want to place it on the same tile as the toilet bowl. And ignore the stuff, the painting. But the problem is, though, that these should be flipped and should be these. For reasons. Okay, so it looks kind of flat. That's my first thought. So if I make it smaller again, will that fix it? Yeah, I suppose so. I guess I won't be making two versions of it though. I think I'll leave it like it is. So, you know, no hangy part. Just keep it like this. One thing I felt though, I still want to make this color darker. So, now let's make this side of it. With the exception that it's gonna be darker here. And lighter on this side. Kinda noisy and messy, but let's not judge before we see it in the game. Yeah, it probably looks fine. I should place it in the bathroom though. How would I do the back side though? I guess the same way. So I'll just remove whatever stuff is here. Then copy it over. With the exception that the handle or like the attachment to the wall should be on the other side, right? And then the pixel here, and remove one here. This should be fine. And the rest of the stuff here we don't need anymore. So I am going to copy paste these frames over here. So let's see what it looks like now. So this is the version that is visible through the wall, or when the walls are down, but you can't see it now. It won't have any functionality right now, but that's fine. Just for decorative purposes. Although there is one thing that I want to try out then. What does it look like if there's something else on the tile already? I guess I did not allow that. So should it be here? Or is this one? It's kinda too far from the toilet this way. Maybe. Over here, I think it would make more sense. So let's make it so it doesn't prevent other furniture after all. There. How's that? I mean, I could move it a few pixels. To the this way, but anyway, that would create problems depending on where you want to place it anyway, so let's keep it in the middle, it's fine. So that is done then. We have a roll of toilet paper. Could also make stacks of toilet paper, but I'm not sure what purpose that would have. Also need to add the translations though. Here. Toilet now the town case version of it for some stuff that is needed. And then the description. This is a magical endless roll of it. You'll never run out, because the thing is, the people wouldn't use it in the game right now. Your employees. So let's quickly check if that works. And one day someone can make a mod that makes the toilet paper highly expensive, instead of being just $1. I mean, in the future I might add some functionality to it, like it would run out, or people would complain when you don't have any, or something like that. So I guess that could be a mechanic. But it's fine as it is now. So with that, we can start wrapping up. Let's switch to this view. So once again, we did some stuff. We got some stuff done. I'll try to put a link to the mod in the description of this video, but actually I might not, if I think about it, because you can't use it in the correct demo version. You can only use it with the version that I have. So maybe I'll need to make some updates first, and then I can release the mod. If you happen to be watching this video sometime in the future, though, maybe the link will be there, like, I don't know, a few months from now or something. Other than that, I think we had another good evening of work done for the game. So yeah, with that, make sure you follow all the advice that is going on. You know, try to self-isolate or distance yourself socially as much as possible. Don't go out meeting people that might give you infections, or you might give infections to. Don't shake hands, wash your hands, do all that. If you can, wear a mask. I know some sources say not to wear it, but it's fine to make your own mask. There's instructions for it online, and they're still better than no mask. For two reasons. If you happen to be sick and you don't know it, you don't spread it. And if you're healthy and you wear a mask, then you might get a smaller amount of the virus inside you at once, which makes it easier for your body to fight it. So those are some tips. Also, staythefuckhome.com, good site, and all that. Stay safe, stay try to stay cheerful throughout all this. Hopefully stay healthy and stay frosty, like APL likes to remind me. I'll be back on next Monday, if the world still exists then, and yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.